this video lecture, we will discuss another combination circuit, and it is also a very important combination circuit which is known as the multiplexer. In the short form, it is also called a MUX. So what is a multiplexer? So if we see, the multiplexer means it is many into one. Here, the meaning of the multiplexer is many into one. Means this multiplexer circuit has number of the inputs, but it has only one output. This multiplexer circuit are used for making another combination circuit. Means if you want to design a half adder, full adder, subtractor circuit, then the multiplexers are useful. So any kind of a combination circuit we can generate using the multiplexer circuit. Multiplexers are also used in a digital communication. Means we have a number of the channels, and if you want to select one of the channel at the output, then with the help of this multiplexer you can select that channel. Here if we see the general form of the multiplexer, then this multiplexer has more than one input, that is like this, you can say, and only one output is there. Here this input we can write as a D0, D1, D2, and it can have a n number of the inputs. But only one output is present, that is the Y. Here this multiplexer is nothing but it is a kind of a digital switch. Remember, it is a digital switch. Means suppose we have a 2-3 sources of the data. This is the D0 is there, D1, D2, D3 is there, and here if we have the kind of the switch, then if this switch is connected to this D0, then the output Y will be equal to D0. You can say that the D0 input is selected by the multiplexer. Now, if the switch position is at D2, then the output Y will be equal to D2. Now, this switch, the position of the switch, you can control by the selector switch. Here, the selector switch will be there, through which you can change the position of the switch. So this is a kind of a digital switch. The same thing is there in a multiplexer. So here we have different inputs, D0, D1, D2, and Dn is there. Now this input can be selected by the switch, or you can say kind of a selected lines are there. These selected lines, you can say it is a S0, S1, S2, and a Sm. So here we have n number of the inputs, and here you can have m number of selection. Selector line. Here it is the n number of the input and only one output is present, so you can say it is a n gen 1 multiplexer. Normally the relation between the n and m is like this, that number of the inputs is given by 2 raised to m. So, what is m? M is the number of the selection line. So, if my inputs are 8, then the m will be equal to a3. You can say that if the input is 4, then the number of the selection lines will be a 2. If the n input lines are 8, then the selection lines will be a 3. If it is a 16, then the selection lines will be a 4. So, accordingly, we can have a 4-gen 1 multiplexer, 8-gen 1 multiplexer, 16-gen 1 multiplexer will be there. So, here if we see that if the selection lines are S0, S1, S2, Sn, and here if this will be a 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, or if we take an example, let us take an example of a 4-gen 1 multiplexer. Correct? Okay. Now we will take an example of a 2-gen 1 multiplexer. So what is a 2-gen 1 multiplexer? This indicates that the input lines are 2 and one output line is there. So if we see the symbol, then it is like this. It has a 2 input D0 and D1 and Y is the output. So how many selection line will be there? Only one. Here the n is equal to, remember, n is equal to 2. This indicates that the n will be equal to 1. So here we have only one selection line, and let us say it is a. So when this a will be equal to 0, remember, here if you prepare a truth table, then the truth table will be like this. We have a and what is the output? Y. So when a is equal to 0, here this is 0, then this line, this input will be connected to this Y, and the Y will be equal to D0. Here, this output line will be connected to D0. So it is a D0. When this a is equal to 1, here, if this a is equal to 1, then the output line will be connected to a D1 input source. So here we can say a is equal to 1, then the output is connected to D1. So in this way, when a is equal to 0, D0 is selected and that input will be present at the output. When a is equal to 1, D1 line is here selected and it will be appear, that data will be appear at the output 1. So if I want to write what is the expression for this 2-gen 1 multiplexer, then here we can write that this is representing a is 0, D0, means if we write a min term, then the min term will be a bar D0. And here a is 1, so this min term will be a D1. So the Boolean expression for this 2-gen 1 multiplexer, we can write as a bar D0 plus a D1. So here now in this expression if we put that if a is equal to 0, then the y will be equal to a 0 bar into D0 plus 0 into D1, and 0 bar means 1 into D0, this is going to be 0, so output is D0 means D0 line is selected by the multiplexer. When this A is equal to 1, then the Y will be equal to A1 bar into D0 plus 1 into D1, and 1 bar is 0, so here we have D1 and the output line will be a D1. So in this way, the Boolean expression for the designing of the circuit, we have this Boolean expression. Now you can see a simple circuit will be there. It has a two input D0 and D1. So what will be the logic diagram? Here A bar D0 is there and A D1 is there. So you can have, this is my A bar, and we have two inputs, so that is the D0 and D1. So let us say this is a D0 line is there. Okay, I will A bar. Okay, what is the first expression? A bar D0. So we have A bar and D0 is there. So that you can draw in this way, and here you can use this AND gate. So A bar D0. This is my D0 line itself. What is the next one? AD1. So A is this and D1. So another input is D1 and it is given to a AND gate. So AD1, and then it is a sum of product expression. So here we have a OR gate, and that will give you the Y. This is my input D1. So this is a simple circuit diagram, logic diagram for a 2-gen1 multiplexer. Now let us see what is a 4-gen1 multiplexer, and then we will generalize the expression. 4-gen1 multiplexer. So first of all, if you see the symbol, then it has a 4 inputs, 1, 2, 3, 4 inputs are there. We designate as D0, D1, D2 and D3, and one output will be present, that is the Y. Now here N is equal to A4. So what will be the number of the selection line? That will be equal to 2. So the selection line will be 2, and let us say it is A and B. So these are my input and these are my selection line. So here this is known as 4-gen1 multiplexer. Now what will be the logic diagram? So for this logic diagram we have to make a truth table. So let us see the truth table. Right? So we have A selection line, B selection line, and Y is the output. Now two selection lines are there, so there will be a 4 combination: 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. Here, when this A and B both are 0, then the Y will be connected to a D0. Remember, so output line, select the D0 input line. When it is a 0, 1, then the D1 line is going to be selected here. If this is a 0 and this one is 1, then the D1 line will be selected. Then if we have A and B, both A is 1 and B is 0, then the third input line is going to be selected. And finally, when both are high, then the D3 is going to be selected. So here this will be a D2 and this will be a D3. So if I want to write a Boolean expression, then the minterms for this line is A bar, B bar, D0. This is A bar, B, D1. Then we have AB bar, D2, and this is AB, D3. Correct? So, this Boolean expression for this 4-game 1 multiplexer, we can write A bar, B bar, D0 plus A bar, B, D1 plus AB bar, D2 plus AB, D3. And now here you can put this A is equal to 0, B is equal to 0, then y will come out to be a D0. Then if we put A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1, then y will come out to be a D3. So this is the Boolean expression for a 4-game 1 multiplexer. Now, what will be the logic diagram? So, let us see the logic diagram. Okay, now you can see this logic diagram. Here we have A and B, that are the selection stage. D0, D1, D2, D3 are my inputs, and our Boolean expression is this. Accordingly, we have brought this logic diagram. The first term is A bar, B bar, D0. So, here this is A bar, B bar, and D0 is there. So here you will get the term A bar, B bar, D0. The second term will be A bar, B, D1. Then we have AB bar, D2, and this will be AB, D3 is present. And this is the output. So we have this logic diagram. Now you can verify by applying the A is equal to 0, B is equal to 0. What is the output? A is equal to 0, B is equal to 1. Then what is the output? That you can verify. Okay? Here you can write this expression. Let us say we will take one of the example, that if A is equal to 1 and the B is equal to 0. Then what is y? Y is equal to a 1 bar into a 0 bar D0 plus 1 bar into 0 into D1 plus 1 into 0 bar D2 plus a 1 into 0 into D3. Okay? So here 1 bar, that will be 0. So this term is going to be 0. 1 bar, that is 0. So this will be also a 0. And here the 0 bar is going to be 1. So it is a 1 into D2. And 1 into 0. So this will be also 0. So in this case, you will get y equal to a D2. And that you can see in the truth table also. Correct? Now, sometimes we have the facility in a multiplexer that is called a enable or disable. Sometimes you want to enable the multiplexer or you want to disable the multiplexer. You do not want any kind of a multiplexer action. Then also we have this kind of the selection, and that we can add by adding one more pin, and it is known as a a enable pin. Here, you can have a enable pin. Sometimes it is also known as a strobe. Now this enable pin is active low. You can see I have put a bubble. Now it is not necessary that always it will be active low. It can be a active high. So here it is a active low is there. So whenever the enable pin enable is a 0, then only the multiplication action will take place and you will get the output. But if the enable pin is high, then the output will be always 0. So how we can accommodate here in a logic diagram? So one more thing is there, that is called a enable pin. In this enable pin, here we can put a not gate because it is a active it is a active low, and this output of this not gate will be connected to all this line, connected to all this gate in this way. Remember. So whenever this enable is 0, when this enable is 0, so here it will be 1, and all these inputs of the AND gate will be 1, and therefore you will get the output. But if this enable is equal to 1, then this line is going to be a 0, and here this will be a 0, this input will be 0, so this output of this OR gate will also comes out to be 0, means the multiplexer is not taking place. So here we have this facility, because in some of the case we are using a number of the multiplexer, and some of the multiplexer you want to enable, some of the multiplexer you want to disable, then this facility is required. Right? This is about a 4-game-1 multiplexer. Same way here, if we look at the what is the 3-game-1 multiplexer, then it is the case 8-game-1 multiplexer. This 8-game-1 multiplexer means it has a 8 input lines. It is from a D0 to D7 will be there, and here the number of the selection lines will be a 3, that is a B, and C, and the one output will be there, that is Y. Now remember, sometimes in some of the textbook, instead of finding a D0, D1, D2, D3, it is also designated as I0, I1, I2, I7. That I is representing a input line I0, input line I1, I2, I7. And instead of ABC selection line, it is also designated as a S0, S1, S2. S0 as selection line 0, a selection line S1, S2. So in some of the textbook you will find this kind of the symbol also. So here we have, this is a 8-game-1 multiplexer, and one of the output is present. Now again, if we see the truth table, then we have A, B, C, and what is Y? So we can write 0, 0, 0, this is 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, then we have 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, and 1, 1, 0, and finally 1, 1, 1 is present. Now, when all the selection lines are 0, then it will select the data line D0, then here it will select the line D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, and D7. If I want to write the Boolean expression, then this is a minterms A bar, B bar, C bar, D0. This is A bar, B bar, C, D1. Then we have A bar, B, C bar, D2. Then A bar, B, C, D3, A, B bar, C bar, D4, then A, B bar, C, D5, where A, B, C bar, D6, and A, B, C, D7. So these are the different main terms. Then if we write a expression, then expression will be sum of all these main terms. So y will be equal to A bar, B bar, C bar, D0 plus A bar, B bar, C, D1 plus A bar, B, C bar, D2 plus A bar, B, C, D3 plus A, B bar, C bar, D4 plus A, B bar, C, D5 plus A, B, C bar, D6 and A, B, C, D7. So, in this way, you can write the Boolean expression for a 16 gem 1 multiplexer. So, there will be 16 terms. If we have a 32 gem 1 multiplexer, then the 32 terms will be present. And accordingly, this Boolean expression, if we see what is the logic diagram, it will be like this. So, in this logic diagram, one can see we have three selection lines, that is A, B, C is there. These are the selection line, and we have 8 input lines D0 to D7, and Y is the output, and every AND gate is generating a main term. Here the first one is generating A bar, B bar, C bar, D0, and this is generating A, B, C, A, D7. And here also you can have a kind of a facility which is called a enable lamp, that in a previous circuit already explained. So there are 8 AND gate is there, and it is generating a main term. Now, what are these main terms? If you can remember, then you can easily design any other combinational circuit using the multiplexer. That I will discuss in the next lecture. Okay, so this is about the 8-gem-1 multiplexer. Now, in some of the case, we have to expand the multiplexer. Suppose you want a 32-gem-1 multiplexer, but the available IC is of a 8-gem-1 multiplexer or 4-gem-1 multiplexer. So, using this 4-gem-1 multiplexer, how we can make a 32-gem-1 multiplexer or 16-gem-1 multiplexer? This is known as the multiplexer tree. So let us see a few examples for expanding the multiplexer. So let us have one example. Design a 4-gem-1 multiplexer using a 2-gem-1 multiplexer. Okay. So what is a 4-gem-1 multiplexer? So we have 4 lines D0, D1, D2, D3, and the 2 selection lines are there. It is A, B, and we have this Y. This is my 4-gem-1 multiplexer. Correct? So now what we can have? That first of all, if we write, what is the expression for this? So if we see the expression, then Y is equal to, it is written as A bar B bar D0 plus A bar D D1 plus AB bar D2 plus AB D3. In this expression, here A bar is going to be a common, so you have B D0 plus B D1. Here if we have A common, then the B bar D2 is there plus B D3 will be present. Okay. Now if you look at this, look at this expression. This is representing a 2-gem1 multiplexer. This is the expression for 2-gem1 multiplexer where D0, D1 are a input and B is the selection line. Same way, here if you see, this is also a 2-gem1 multiplexer where D2 and D3 are the input line and B is the selection line. Okay? And then here, this is again, you can say that this is, you can write A bar Y1 plus A Y2. Okay? So this is the output of a 2-gem1 multiplexer. So this is the output of a one of the 2-gem1 multiplexer, let us say 1. This is the output of the another 2-gem1 multiplexer 2. So here we can write this as A bar Y1 plus A Y2. And this is representing a one more multiplexer, 2-gem1 multiplexer, which has a input line as Y1 and Y2 and A is the selection line. Correct? So in this way you can use a 3-2-gem1 multiplexer to prepare a 4-gem1 multiplexer. So now what is the logic diagram? Let us see. Here you can see this logic diagram. So what is my first multiplexer? Try to understand. That first multiplexer has D0, D1 input lines, that is the D0, D1 input line, and B is the selection line. So this is the B as my selection line. Then another multiplexer has D2, D3 as an input line, D2 and D3 input line, and the B is the selection line. So B is common. B is common for both the multiplexer and that is a selection line. Now the first multiplexer output is Y1. So Y1 is present here. The output of the second multiplexer is Y2 and here it is Y2. Now I already mentioned that this is also representing a 2-gem1 multiplexer which has a input Y1 and Y2 that you can see in this diagram. And A is the selection line. So this is my selection line and Y is the output. Okay? So remember that when A is equal to 0 or the B is equal to 0, then accordingly you can write the expression and you can see that the which of the input is going to be present at the output. Here you can verify that let us say that A is equal to 0 and the B is equal to 0. So when here the B is equal to 0 means the D0 is going to be appear here and here. Now remember that here also when B is equal to 0 then the D2 is also going to be appear here. So Y1 is equal to, we have D0, Y2 will be equal to a D2. But what is A? A is equal to 0. When the A is equal to 0 then the Y1 is going to be selected and therefore output you will get a D0. This Y2 is present, but the Y2 is not selected and therefore here the y is equal to d0 will be there. So in this case y will be equal to d0. Now if we take one more example, that if a is equal to 0 and b is equal to 1, what is y? Here a is 0. A is 0 means the y1 is going to be selected. Correct? And the b is equal to 1. This is 1. So 1 is there, means the d1 is selected. Here the d3 is selected. So at the y1 you will get a d1 output line, at y2 you will get a d3 output line. But the a is 0, so it is going to select the y1, so the d1 is going to appear in the output. So in this way, using a 4-gen1 multiplexer, using a 2-gen1 multiplexer, we can have a 4-gen1 multiplexer. Now let us see another example. Here, now what you have to design? Design a 8-gen1 multiplexer using a 4-gen1 multiplexer. Correct? Here I am not writing the expression. Directly I am giving it what is the logic diagram. Now in a two different way, we can have a 8-gen1 multiplexer. So if we see the 4-gen1 multiplexer, then it has a 4 input line D0, D1, D2, D3, and another 4-gen1 multiplexer has the input line D4, D5, D6 and D7. Basically, if I want a 8-gen1 multiplexer, remember, it is from a D0 to D7, then how many lines should be there, selection lines? It will be a 3, A, B and C. So we require a 3 selection lines. But in a 4-gen1 multiplexer, we have only 2 selection lines, A and B is present. Okay? So how to make a third selection line? And for that, I already mentioned that one more input line is there in the multiplexer, and that is called a enable line. Here we have a enable line, and it is active loop. So this enable line, I can use it as a selection tree. Then we are connecting a 4-gen1 multiplexer for which A and B selection line is common. A line is common, B line is common, but the third one, what will be the third one? Third one will be a enable line. So here, when this multiplexer 1 will be enabled, at that time the 2 will be disabled. And when the 1 will be disabled, 2 will be enabled, and that's why we are putting a NOT gate between the two enablers. So remember, when we have a is equal to 0, B is equal to 0, and the C is equal to 0, what will be the y? So here you can verify. A is 0, B is 0. So A is 0, B is 0, then naturally this D0 will be selected here. Same way, A is 0, B is 0, then the D4 is also selected here. But now look at this C. C is 0 means this is going to be enabled. Multiplexer 1 is enabled, so you will get the y1 is equal to D0. But now C line, here it is 0. So this is going to be a high. So this multiplexer is disabled. This is a enable. And this is disabled, so the y2 will be equal to 0. And in the output you will get y is equal to D0. Now take another example. Let us have A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1 and C is equal to 1. What is the Y? So here A is 1, B is 1 and C is 1. C is 1 means this is going to be divisible. Remember, this is divisible. So Y1 output is going to be a 0. Now this one is appear and here it is going to be 0. So this multiplexer is going to be a enable. Now A and B both are high. Then naturally the B7 is going to appear at the output. So you will get Y is equal to a D7. So here in this way, using a 4-game1 multiplexer, we can have a 8-game1 multiplexer. Now there is another method also. Again, we are using a 4-game1 multiplexer, and but whatever the enable line is there, we are not using this enable line as a selection. This enable line is connected to the ground, means at a time both the multiplexer are enabled. Now in the output, instead of the OR gate, we use one more multiplexer, and that is the 2-game1 multiplexer. And the third selection line will be this. So one of the selection line is A, another selection line is B, and the third selection line is C. Now let us see if we have chain gate. A is equal to 0, B is equal to 0, and C is equal to 0. Now here you can see when the C is equal to 0, then Y1 is going to be selected. Correct? Now A is 0, B is 0, then naturally the D0 is going to be selected. Here in this case, the D4 is going to be selected. So Y1 will be equal to a D0, Y2 will be equal to D4. But the C is 0. So here the Y1 is going to be appear out the output, and that is the D0. Okay? So Y will be equal to a D0. And if we see the next one, what is the next one? That A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1, and C is equal to 1. So A is 1, B is 1, and the C is 1. So which line will be selected? So naturally C is 1, means this line is going to be selected. That is a Y2. And in this two multiplexer, if you see, both are high, then the D3 is going to be selected here, and here the D7 is going to be selected. But C is 1, so that C is 1 means the Y2 is going to be selected, so you will get in the output a D7. So in this way, you can expand the 8-game1 multiplexer using a 4-game1 multiplexer. Now the homework for you, that design a 32-game1 multiplexer using 8-game1 multiplexer. Same manner, remember, same manner you have to do it. But how to connect the selection switch? That is very, very important. Configuration of the selection switch is very important. So in that case, either you can use the enable line or you can use any other multiplexer for designing a 32 Gen 1 multiplexer. In a next video lecture, we will discuss the application of a multiplexer. Means using a multiplexer, how we can design any other combination circuit.